Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now, my motto is push the record button. I thought I'd talk a little bit about that today and how you get yourself to do that and how you talk on camera. When you first start and you're confronted with the camera in front of you, or maybe even a camera on the side of you, it can be intimidating because you're not sure about what you look like on the camera. You're not sure what you're going to sound like. You're worried about making mistakes. You're worried about looking silly. It's all okay. Those fears are fine. They might be a little irrational because I'll bet that a lot of the time you're out there in public and you're able to talk to a person and you don't think about what you look like or what you sound like. Maybe you're worried about sounding silly in front of them, but other than that, you don't worry about those things because you know what? There's nothing you can do about those things when you're out in public. What you are is what other people see. They hear that in your voice. They see that in your face, in your mannerisms. And you just got to get over it because we're so overly critical of ourselves and we're looking for perfection or our perceived perfection or our perceived good. We're almost picking ourselves apart. So the way to combat that is to film yourself, believe it or not, and lots, and keep doing it, and eventually you'll get used to it. I mean, when I started, I would film myself, and then afterwards I'd look at it and I'd think, oh my God, look how stupid that is. I didn't want to publish this stuff, but I still need to publish stuff if I'm gonna have a YouTube channel, unless I'm gonna have a faceless one. But certainly for my niche in my other channel, it's an adventure channel outdoors, you kind of need to see the person. I had to get beyond that and I had to see my flaws and put my flaws out there for the whole world to see and then think about it that in real life when I'm walking around, when I walk into the grocery store, everybody's seeing my flaws. I don't get to hide them. And sure, I might not like the look of some things or something like that, but that's things you can work on yourself personally outside of the filming. But for now, get yourself in there filming. Some of the things that you can do to start filming is to just remember that you can edit afterwards. So if you sound silly you say something stupid or you got a booger hanging out, you can edit that out of the video. If you think I've got weight that I don't like to have, and say you're thinking that you're too heavy or something, well, you can film yourself from the top up. Or if you bend over and you got plumber's crack, well, you can just cut the video so that you're not showing that. So then those parts can still be part of the video that you're filming, and then you don't need to worry about that because you'll just fix it by cutting that piece out. And as for the voice sounding funny, well, yeah, I remember when we used to record our voices as kids and hear it afterwards and go, that sounds really strange. I sound so funny. My voice is awful. Again, everybody hears that. So what you need to do is you need to hear it more and more. And now I've done so many videos that I know what my voice sounds like. I'm used to it. And now it sounds natural. So it's good. It still sounds different than what I hear right now, but when I hear it in the computer, I don't go, oh, that's really strange. I now recognize that that's my normal voice. So it's just repetition. So again, talk to the camera. Do it often. Then do it some more. I would say to start, if you're nervous about it, do it in private. Do it where there's going to be no people around. Do it in your car. Do it in your closet. Do it somewhere where there's nobody around so that you can get used to doing it. And then eventually, if you want to do it out in front of people, go ahead and do it out in front of people. Right now, I don't really record in front of people. I don't need to because my other channel is an outdoor channel. So I just go to different places where people aren't there. It is a skill that I want to get. So I'll probably start doing more public places, but it'll be a slow build up. Maybe it'll be a place where one other person might be present and I'll just talk to the camera. Maybe even I'll bring out a friend and try to talk to the camera in front of them and focus on what I'm doing. I think slowly will get you there. And then repetition. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, the more used to it you are, and then eventually it'll not be a problem. It was sort of the same with doing live streams. So now with a live stream, my very first one, I accidentally on purpose set it live from my place to Walmart where I needed to pick up some batteries for a controller that I had. I really didn't expect that anybody was actually going to join the live stream, and they did. And luckily, I had a subscriber on there that was really great and really helpful by commenting a lot and asking questions and pulling stuff out of me. So I would suggest for a live stream, if you're going to do it and you've never done one before and you're nervous about it, have a friend that's going to be there to be able to comment, and in the comments they can ask you questions, or they can prompt you for chat topics and things like that. The other thing that I would suggest is have a plan. Have it written out of the things that you want to say, and then you can step through those. Then when there's dead time, if nobody's chatting to you and there's nothing to respond to, that you've got topics to talk about, have a plan for the amount of time that you're going to be on there and get through your topics, and then you can end the stream. There's no set time limit on a stream. You could have a 2-minute stream if you want, or you can have a 3-hour live stream. It really, it's up to you. It's up to what your comfort level is. Heck, you can do a live stream where it's just done privately, and then you're just practicing that way. So give it a shot. So where I said in the live streams to have a plan, I would also suggest that for your regular videos. Have a little bit of a plan of what you want to talk about and where you want to go. And one final tip that I want to give here is don't worry about screw-ups. We don't have to worry about those. We have digital cameras. We don't have film that we're actually recording to and wasting. We have digital media there. So you can take as many takes as you want. Just be patient with yourself. And I would suggest is when you come to something, when you make a mistake, just stop and hold your gaze. So if you're going blah, 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 oh, I screwed up, blah, blah, just like that. Or if you get through something and you say you've got a list and you're going, oh, channel setup checklist. This is what I got here for another one. And say I go, and you need a channel setup checklist. And I can't remember what I'm supposed to say afterwards. So then just go, and you need a channel setup checklist. Just do that little pause, couple of second pause, because then you can cut at that spot. And then when you remember, and then it says, oh, set up live streaming right away. So then you can easily get that in there. And then if you screw that line up, set up stream living. And you go, oh God, set up live stupid. You know what? Oh my goodness. So whatever, you can just stop and repeat the lines again. And don't worry about it. Don't be embarrassed. It's just a camera. The camera doesn't feel anything. All right, that's all I wanted to talk about there. I hope it was a little bit helpful. I hope it eases your stress even a tiny bit. And if you enjoy this type of content or anything else that I've got on my channel, then please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll catch you in the next one. All right, see ya.